An adorable special guest in the studio this morning, 16 years old, Regan Self. Thank you for being here this morning.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I understand you're a student at Heights High School.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're very talented with softball, and I saw you on YouTube. You are quite the performer.
Thank you.
You like to play guitar too, in addition to singing?
Yes, I love guitar and I love singing. It's kind of my outlet for everything else.
Well, you are here for a very important reason, because today is July 1st and there's a huge law that's changing in our state of Kansas, and we want to talk about that law, how it can help babies and moms. It's the Baby Safe Haven law. First of all, maybe tell us how you got aligned with this great law change, and you wanted to be the face and the spokesperson.
Yeah, so the people who started Baby Safe Haven actually contacted me and asked me about how I felt about the law, and they educated me with it, and you know, I really just sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, this could be one of my very best friends. This is something that's going to make a huge deal and a huge change and save lives and save babies' lives, and it's just a huge thing that I wanted to be a part of. I didn't want to miss this.
Well, I can tell you have a big heart and a strong conscience, and so it's very good of you to step forward and kind of be a face for this law change. And you're right, absolutely, you can help one of your very own friends. And of course, for people listening this morning, we want to remind you that last, I believe it was winter, there was an incident where a woman was identified through a video or photo or something, and she was not kept anonymous. And that's what this is all about. The Baby Safe Haven law keeps moms anonymous if they want to give up their baby. And tell us about that, what that process looks like when that mom reaches that point.
Yeah, so basically the Baby Safe Haven law is made to keep all of the horrible stories that we've heard of, you know, the baby being left in the trash can, or the baby being left on the side of the road, clinging to life, or dead, or just all of these horrible things. Right. This law is to keep that from happening. So the mother can come to a hospital, fire station, or police station, hand the baby to a staffed worker, and remain completely anonymous. The baby is taken care of, and the mother is completely anonymous.
And the cool thing is about that is, of course, it's going to protect the baby's lives. And the mom also knows my baby is going to be cared for, because sometimes women do crazy things out of desperation. And you have to walk a mile in their moccasins before we can judge. So we're here to help these women. And it's a woman of any age. It's not just teenage moms, right?
Yeah, I mean, this can happen to anybody. And if you think about it, like, if I think about myself being in this position, I have no idea what I would do. I would freak out, and I can understand where somebody gets into a panic and just doesn't know what to do.
And
so
the guilt left from that is paralyzing, and your whole life could be completely upside down because of a moment that you had poor judgment.
Yeah, and that's why this law was created, to help people and to help the moms, and to know that their baby is going to be okay, and for this baby to live the life that it was meant to be lived.
That's really an act of love, is to promise that child the possibility. And does the mother ever have an instance where she wants the baby back?
Yeah, sometimes the mother does come back, and she will, of course, have to go through some needed crisis help to get the baby back, or to be considered to get the baby back. And basically, the Baby Safe Haven law is to make sure that everyone is safe. So once the baby is safe, the mom can get the help she needs, or leave the baby for adoption.
That's right. And like she said, like Regan said, any police station, fire station, or any hospital, automatically they are part of this law. They know that they can be on the lookout for a baby that may be left on their doorstep, so to speak. What a wonderful service this is going to be for women in desperate times. Do you have the websites handy for people?
Yeah, you can get onto the National Baby Safe Haven website at babysafehaven.org or babysafehaven.tv, or you can call their hotline at 888-510-BABY, and that's also open 24/7.
That's wonderful, and we'll put these things on our Facebook page here at 99.7 Lite FM. We want to help support this change in this law, so important, and anonymity is just crucial for women in these desperate situations. And we want to do our role as a community partner to make sure that the women know about the change, they feel safe doing this, and we can help babies live wonderful, productive, long lives instead of end up in tragic situation. Regan, I'm really glad to meet you. You are just a doll. First of all, too bad we're not on TV because you are beautiful.
Well, thank you.
And I did research you a little bit, and I saw you on YouTube yesterday singing your heart out.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
You know, singing has always been something that I've done since I was a little kid. And that YouTube video that you did see, that was actually for a school performance. And it's just always been something that I've done to share music with people and share my love for music with people.
So you think you want to do this for a living someday?
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about becoming a music teacher, and I love to teach people and connect with people, and I just think it would be something where I could connect with kids who, well, by the time then I won't be a kid, but who share the same love as me and just connecting with people like that.
And maybe you got that love of teaching from somebody in your family?
Yeah, my dad's also a teacher, actually at the high school that I go to.
That's
so
fantastic. We need good teachers, and I could see you being a very good one. It's been a pleasure for Trace and I to meet you, and we thank you for coming to the studio and sharing this important news. And we're here to help you in any way we can. I have a feeling we're going to see you in the spotlight someday.
Well, maybe someday. I hope so.
I hope so too. Well, all the best to you, Regan, and thanks again for coming in. It's 9:11 in the morning at 99.7 Lite FM. Great job.
Fantastic.